guys, what's up? So I don't have my mic on, so I might not be as loud as normal, and there's a lot of traffic here on Sunset. But I'm in West Hollywood, and I wanted to show you a building that I didn't realize the history of, that I always walk by each night. So let me show you this building and tell you a little bit about it, because I think you'll find it interesting. And I didn't know all the history that is in this building. So let's check it out. Let me tell you a little bit about it. Alrighty, so it's not the Comedy Store, although I did a separate vlog on the Comedy Store. It's this building right here. Right there. See, I mean, recently it was home to the dreaded Harvey Weinstein and Miramax Films. Their head office was right in that building. But it's home to Katana Restaurant, owned by Ryan Seacrest and Tori Spelling. But it's the history of what it was before that's interesting. It was the Hacienda Arms apartments and the home of many wealthy families back in the day. But it was also the House of Francis. So you're probably thinking, what is the House of Francis? And you may not know, or you may, but the House of Francis was the brothel to the stars. Yeah, right here on Sunset, right beside the Comedy Store, just down the street. And it was the brothel to the stars. See, it was run by famed Madam Lee Francis, and it was known as the most famous brothel in California back in the 30s. Some of the clients included the biggest stars: Errol Flynn, Clark Gable, Spencer Tracy, and many times the fixers would have to take the crazy-tempered Tracy out of there. Jean Harlow used to actually pay the brothel $500 to take home some of their clients. Even MGM Studios apparently kept an expense account there. Then the building went through an interesting transition. See, Rod Steward bought the building, and in the 70s he wanted to create a luxury hotel right here on this site. But something interesting happened right outside, so right on the street where you see in front of me. In April 1982, Rod Steward and then his three-year-old daughter were robbed at gunpoint in broad daylight, right in front of the building, and they stole his Porsche. Luckily, he wasn't injured, but it happened right there in front of the building he owned. This was the Hacienda Arms back in the day, a luxury apartment building, also changed into the House of Francis, the brothel to the stars, and it's now home to Katana Restaurant. But right here in West Hollywood, only in West Hollywood, would that much history come with one building. And like I said earlier, not long ago, Harvey Weinstein had his Miramax Pictures. Their head office was right in this building. Right here on Sunset. Crazy to think of all the stories and all the stars that went there. When it was a brothel, this was the place. Pretty crazy to think it all happened right there. Alrighty guys, I'm glad I got to show you the brothel to the stars, the House of Francis, the building owned by Rod Steward, Hacienda Arms, and where Katana is now, and where Weinstein's Miramax Pictures was. I hope you enjoyed this video. I learned a lot about it. Like I said, I walk by it all the time, and every night when I would walk by it, I never thought about the history of it until I did the research, and I found it quite interesting, and I hope you did too. Subscribe and let's go on more adventures together. Thanks guys.